I got a cougar on my
2,
head.
3, 4. Mike and John got it going on. Mike and John got it going on.
Are you ready?
No.
John's a little subdued today. He's having to take it easy. It's Mike and John got it going on. Mike Marino, John King, brought to you by Jordan Genso, the official Gigo Realtor. In case you're looking for real estate, whether buy or sell. So we're taking it calm this morning because John has to take
Where's my coffee?
the stress test.
I can't have coffee this morning.
Cannot be stressed. We have to.
No caffeine.
We did a little yoga before the show.
Oh, yeah, we did.
And so,
All right, a yoga video came up on YouTube, but that's besides the point.
we have decided we're not ever going to be as flexible as the instructor in the yoga video that we watched.
But
we've taken it down. Namaste. Remember when the Beatles went over to India to see the
we just
Maharaj?
talked about that. Yeah.
So that was kind of what we went through before the show today.
But they still had coffee.
I don't think so.
I'm
I
sure
don't
they
think
had
the
to have
Maharaj-
coffee.
Not with the yogi.
Well,
when you're with,
then I ain't
because
going.
he's a yogi, it's like yoga, right? It's
right.
very relaxing.
You don't really realize how addicted to caffeine you are until you can't have any.
You got a little headache going on. I don't want to get you stressed.
Well,
Maybe you should have had decaf. And faked yourself out.
Maybe. Yeah, no. So I gotta have this
Look
stress.
at he's like
I'm like a junkie.
the Spider-Man cup.
I got the DTs, man.
You could have brought the Spider-Man cup with water.
I got the DTs.
They're
all over me.
He's got DTs and fleas, apparently.
Yeah.
Lots to come today.
Yeah, sure.
We'll find out, because last night in trivia, we put a $50 gift certificate from Murphy's Family Auto up for grabs.
Right.
We'll find out if we got a winner last night in that. Also, 2 Cent History coming up today. We'll talk with the great Bonnie Runyon. We'll see what's new at the Torch, at Torch 180. And we'll give away a free lunch as well from Torch 180. All that and more coming up. But first, a look at local news brought to you by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton.
All right, here's what's going on. The deadly shooting spree at Michigan State University Monday night was another tragic American event involving firearms, but for at least 2 MSU students, it brought up horrific memories. A lone gunman opened fire at an academic building, and the student union killing 3 students and critically injuring 5 others, including a 2020 Heartland High School graduate. It was the second time that 2 MSU students lived through a school shooting. Jackie Matthews was just 11 years old when she hid in her classroom at Sandy Hook Elementary back in 2012 when a gunman killed 20 of her classmates and 6 adults, including her teacher. Matthews recounted her experience on social media, said the fact that this is the second mass shooting that she had now lived through is incomprehensible, adding, quote, "We can no longer just provide love and prayers. It needs to be legislation." A second MSU student whose family asked that she remain anonymous survived the November 2021 shooting at Oxford High School, where 4 students were killed and 7 wounded. Several other recent Oxford graduates are believed to be enrolled at MSU as well. The shooting brought outrage and condemnations from political leaders. Democratic Congresswoman Alyssa Slotkin represents Michigan's 7th Congressional District, which includes the East Lansing campus. She challenged her fellow lawmakers to take a stand, saying, quote, "You either care about protecting kids or you don't. You either care about having an open, honest conversation about what's going on in our society, or you don't. But please don't tell me you care about the safety of children if you're not willing to have a conversation about keeping them safe." Democrats who now control the Michigan legislature on Thursday introduced a series of common-sense gun measures, including universal background checks, safe storage laws, and extreme risk protection orders, sometimes known as red flag laws. Shelley DiMaselli, a Highlander Way middle school paraprofessional, has been named the 2022-23 Howell Public Schools Support Person of the Year. DiMaselli received numerous nominations for the Support Person of the Year award from Highlander Way Middle School students and staff. Each nomination mentioned DiMaselli's kind and caring personality and willingness to support all students. Several nominations noted that DiMaselli takes the time to learn the curriculum to better support students when they have questions. The Howell Board of Education will honor DiMaselli at its March meeting. And that's what's going on.
And
by the way, we have a couple of school closings.
Yes, we do. I was going to say, Fowlerville, I know, is closed today due to the road conditions.
And Kensington Woods Schools is also closed because of poor road conditions.
It is pretty icy out there. So we knew it was coming. It's officially here. You might be chipping the windshield this morning. News brought to you by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brightman, with a commitment to customer service, community involvement, honesty, professionalism, and, of course, exquisite merchandise. Stop by and see Mark and Barb Binkley today. They pride themselves on offering something special for everyone, whether it's custom designed or the latest designs from Zagani, also Simon G. I have to say that in a calm tone.
You don't want to do the
Simon G.
Simon G.
Because I know you're keeping it cool for the stress test. Have you had one before? By the way, they offer a unique mix of exceptional quality jewelry at Cooper and Binkley Jewelers. Warm, engaging environment. They even have chocolate on hand. Sounds kind of good. Chocolate for breakfast. You can't have that easy before a stress test. I'm sorry if I'm bringing this up too.
Well, the reason I'm having the stress test is I have to have a knee replacement.
They don't do that at Cooper and Binkley.
No, they don't do
in
that
downtown Brighton.
I'm sorry.
They can replace
interrupting the commercial.
Your bracelets and necklaces and rings.
They cannot replace your knee.
No, they can't.
No.
CooperandBinkley.com.
Yeah, so I have to have this knee replacement March 1st. And so they want to do this pre-surgical.
I'm going to do it live on the show. I have a saw.
Well, that would be interesting.
I got a Sawzall.
And so they want me to do this stress test.
Have you had one before?
Because but I'm like, it's been 20 years since I had one. So I'm like, okay, look, I'm mid to late 50s, and so
and you're never stressed.
Well, no, not at all. So I'm like, all right, this is something. This is wise, fine. But I've got this bad knee, so I can't hop up on the treadmill.
Well, you can run in slow motion, like the $6 million man.
Yeah, that won't work either. So they do. It's called a chemical stress test.
Oh, I've never had one of those.
Which I'm like, I don't want this. I don't want to do this. So they're going to inject me with dye. All right.
He'll be purple on Monday.
All right. Then they're going to give me some chemical that's going to make my heart beat faster while I'm just sitting there. So my heart's going to beat like I'm running a marathon.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Getting up off the couch. And same thing. And then they'll have a bunch of machines. Yeah, whatever. And
wow, that's kind of interesting. They're not just going to show you porn and they're going to enhance it by showing videos.
Sir,
I think he's dead.
They'll know. They'll just monitor the heart rate to know when it's over.
Well, that was quick. So I don't think I've ever heard of a stress test done that way, but I guess you can't really.
Right.
You can't be like Dolph Lundgren and Rocky IV.
No,
running up because they have all those electrodes attached to you and everything else.
When the doctor said, I said, look, I have no problem doing that, but I got this bad knee. There's no way I'm going to get on it. And they, oh, no, we've got this new
They've got ways to figure it out.
Great.
That's kind of cool.
No, it's not.
Well, good luck with that.
No.
That's why you can't have caffeine.
That's why I'm not supposed to, it's not allowed to.
Well, we don't want to get you too riled up because you need to do well on the stress test.
So we'll see if there's just on Monday.
That's right.
You can check the obits. Let's see.
We'll have it post. John will post it right before he passes on the Mike and John page. I'm about to go.
Yeah. So, all right.
All right. Well, good luck with that today.
Yes, thank you so much.
All right.
If you've had a stress test, call us on the Giggle line, 517-525-9052.
I would love to hear from folks that have had. Even if you're too shy to call, you can always post on our Facebook page or even on the live stream.
Yeah, the
as
live
we speak
chat
this morning. The
on
live
our,
chat
on our YouTube. The tubers.
Become a tuber today.
Well, yeah.
Don't be just any tuber sitting there.
Become a potato.
I want to take a look at some of the answers from last night's trivia question.
Sure.
Up for grabs, we had a $50 gift certificate, courtesy of Murphy's Family Auto. Trivia brought to you last night and every weeknight by our OG sponsor, Firehouse Doors, serving Livingston County for over 25 years with unparalleled products and services. Firehouse Doors. Our question from last night. Every year, over 10,000 men are injured using these common household items.
Men, you say?
Men using these common household items.
Men.
Manly men. Christine said the stove or oven. I can understand that. Grill a popular guess as well. But grill more of an outdoor item, so would that be a household item? Suzanne said a rug. A little slip and fall on the rug.
What is this, like a Laurel and Hardy routine? Or
Now, is Daniel your brother?
That's my cousin.
Your cousin Daniel
Yeah.
said their wives. Now, Daniel,
Yeah.
we're going to have to give you a little lesson. We do not refer to our wives as household items.
Right. Daniel is what we know, what we refer to as a smartass. Yeah.
Okay.
So
He's the one in the family. Well, you got a lot of those in your family.
one.
Kat said toilet cleaners. Non-stick cookware, detergents, air fresheners. Boy, Kat went through the whole list of household things. I think Teflon would be high on the list.
Opening a can, says Lori.
I could see injuries opening a can.
Especially use those old-fashioned.
Well, it might not be as you open it. It might be from the lid itself.
Well, that's true. Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Lisa said a weed whip, lawnmower, tractor.
George says a broom.
You have to use a broom to get injured.
That's why I stay with it.
Ashley said an air fryer. Jeff said a reclining chair. Now, Jeff went to the place that most guys will go. So you could see how there could be an injury there. Could be entering or exiting, or perhaps blow a shoulder out, pulling that lever.
Oh, yeah.
Hurt a finger pushing the electronic.
Really?
Yeah. Step ladder, doors and irons, popular guesses.
Disposable razors.
It is a household item you use. You could cut yourself with
guess.
that.
Does that count as an injury if you have a little nick?
Well, technically that's an injury.
All right, I suppose.
Karen said a fork. I shouldn't laugh because I'm sure somebody has injured themselves with a fork. Fireplace, a knife,
Q-tips, which they say on the side.
Don't put them in too far.
Don't put them in your ear. It just even says don't put them in your.
But that's the first place we put them, isn't it?
That's what they're for.
Yeah. Mary said pots and pans. Katie said an oven.
Yeah.
Nancy said extension cords.
Could trip over them.
Yeah, that's good. Jenny said tweezers. I don't know what you're doing with those tweezers to injure oneself.
What are you tweezing?
What are you most likely to use a set of tweezers for? Mostly sliver removal, isn't it?
Well,
tweezers, hair pulling.
Usually stray hairs.
Got a stray over there.
What's that doing there?
Where'd that come from?
How the hell did you get over there? Tim Debbie. Not Team Debbie.
No,
Tim Debbie. They just said poisons.
Yeah, there's a lot of poisons around.
Yeah,
do you injure yourself?
No. Assuming you don't die, I guess that's an injury. But,
Carla had about 6 answers in a row.
None of them right.
Nope, nail clippers injury. Got a little nail clipper injury there. Went a little too far. Silverware, vacuum, stairs. It's not really an item.
Pretty much named everything in the house except the correct answer, which
I think we did get Pamela got. Yeah. Washers and dryers. The old washer and dryer injury. I'm going to guess that has to be putting stuff in or pulling it out. I'm talking washer and dryers.
I'm trying to think if I've ever been...
Well, if you're bending over and you got a lot of laundry in there.
Yeah.
Tweak the back.
I guess, yeah.
Or if you have to have a top load.
I guess theoretically.
You're going from the top load to put it in the dryer. That's a great guess in the fact that, you have to do the laundry to get injured. Or perhaps they didn't do the laundry and a shoe came flying.
Right. That could count as a laundry-related injury.
Sure.
Yeah, all right.
So washer and dryer, our answer. Congratulations to Pam, the winner of a $50 gift certificate from Murphy's Family Auto. And, of course, trivia sponsored by our OG sponsor, Firehouse Doors, serving Livingston County for now 25-plus years for garage door service, maintenance. If you need replacement, they've got you covered at Firehouse Doors.
Right. Give them a call today, 810-599-7480.
All right, coming up in just a little bit, we're going to give Bonnie Runyon a call, the great Bonnie Runyon, get her take on life in general, what's to come for the spring of 2023. I don't know if she'll talk about that.
What is she, like Woody?
I don't know. Bonnie's got a great perspective on
her
life.
Shadow. And
I want to point out something, though, that I just noticed, too.
What?
We're both wearing lighter colors today.
Right.
And my mom says, why don't you two wear lighter colors?
Yeah. Well, I talked to your mom. We had a long conversation.
Well, any conversation with my mom is usually long.
And, so we just...
Sorry, Mom. No, she said, and she goes, do you wear black all the time on purpose?
Right, and we do blend into the background.
No, I was wearing blue yesterday. Yeah. Which show are you on? Yeah. So sometimes it's just whatever comes out of the drawer.
Do you like my new shirt, by the way? Los
Pollos
Hermanos.
It's
the Chicken Brothers.
The Chicken Brothers.
This is from Breaking Bad.
I see. Yeah.
Reference there.
I got it. Yeah. That's a very sharp shirt.
I'm wearing this today to the stress test.
Is that a de-stress shirt?
Yeah.
It's kind of like a thunder shirt.
They said wear comfortable clothing.
We're going to inject you with dye.
I know, and I'm like, well, I'm not getting on the treadmill. And then I go, well, I'm always because they're like, just wear tennis shoes and comfortable clothing. And then I'm like, I'm not getting on the treadmill. And then I go, well, it doesn't matter because that's all I wear anyway. So, all right, we're good.
All right. Did they tell you what else goes with that stress test?
No.
Okay.
I mean,
just wondering.
That's all. Why? Is there something I should be worried about, or?
I don't know. I don't want to tell you because you might stress.
Yeah, I don't want to do it. I'd rather run on the track. I don't want them injecting dye into me. I don't. Who wants that?
Maybe Bonnie has had a stress test done.
I don't know.
Let me look up Bonnie while you give us. I think it's time for a Jor bit.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Why not?
Okay.
Why not? Of course, Jordan Genso with Remax Platinum, the official Giggle Realtor, a community servant and community realtor with over 15 years in the real estate industry, as a part of the. I thought we were going to have a little hopper. A little box.
I didn't get to that. I was getting ready for.
You're getting ready for your stress test. Jordan can use his local knowledge and experience to provide you with the expertise you need, whether you're buying or selling a home. Each day, we are going to give you what we call a Jorbit, a little tidbit about Jordan Genso.
I don't like this tidbit. This is, I mean, it's
Well, you could pick another one.
We'll have to come back around to it anyway. So,
you want to get it out of the way? Is this adding too much stress?
No. Let's.
Okay, I don't want you getting stressed.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It just seems,
kind of blah.
It's
not entertaining enough.
I don't know. I mean, the other ones were very, had a little bit of.
We'd like you to rate the Jorbit for today.
Right.
The Jorbit. Let us know what you think.
Okay, so today's Jorbit.
Do you want me to call Jordan and say we're not happy with this Jorbit?
I'm not saying I'm not happy with it. I'm just,
okay. Well, let it roll. What do we got?
Jordan received his real estate license in 2004 at the age of 19.
Well, what's wrong with that?
I'm upset that he was only 19 in 2004. That really.
Oh, that's well, we learned when he graduated high school. It was like 2003.
Yeah, that really pisses me off. Anyway, it was in the summer between his freshman and sophomore years at the University of Michigan. He then became a first-time homeowner later that summer to commute to Ann Arbor for school.
Later that summer.
Okay.
At the age of what? 19?
Yeah.
He owned a home?
So this is... I can't read these anymore.
I think I can speak for both of us. I think at the age of 19, we were both still living in the basement.
Yeah. We were owning homes. This is cheesing me off. The fact that, A, he's younger than me. How dare you, sir?
And that he owned a home at that age?
Sure.
All right, let's give Bonnie a call. Maybe she can put a little perspective on this. Jordan Genso, if you need a realtor, 248-444-9777.
Of course.
Good morning, this beautiful white Michigan day.
Well, that's a lot of good mornings.
A little icy.
Yeah.
So, Bonnie, we were talking about John having to have a stress test today.
Uh-huh.
Have you had to have one of those in your time?
At 81 years old, I'm sure I have had stress tests.
Oh, yeah. Okay. But you don't recall it off the top of your head.
Basically, you just go in there and do exactly what they tell you to do. You give it your all.
Oh. I'm going to flunk.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you know what?
Now, wait a minute. Now, wait just a minute.
Okay.
Doctors is 51%.
Right.
Your attitude is the other
Oh, 49. I'm flunked.
Yeah.
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 You're right, though. No, you're right. I'm not looking forward to it, but I'm gonna go do it. I got to get it done. Gonna do
You got
it.
to get it done.
Yeah.
It is what it is, and it's gonna. You're gonna pass, or you're gonna need help. And thank you, Jesus. There's doctors out there that are gonna guide you.
Right.
Well,
I'm sure going to take one look at me and they're going to roll the crash cart.
See,
like, we'll just have this right here.
So because it's a knee, now I'm double checking my definition here. You know what an actual stress test is. Shows how the heart works during physical activity.
Right.
Now John's not going to be able to do physical activity because of the knee. You know how they put you on that ramp on the treadmill and make you run faster.
And I've done that kind of test before.
So really, the deal is they want to show if there's any problems with blood flow.
Okay.
So couldn't they do that in a different way?
What? Cut me?
Cut you. Let's see if he bleeds.
Yeah, that's pretty good flow there.
Coming up pretty fast.
Okay.
We're going to need a cork.
Wait a minute. I'm hearing the word knee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm getting a knee replacement.
Oh, it's already scheduled.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why do you think you could fix it in the barn? Or
do you have like a home remedy? Or
Let me tell you something that I know the girls at the gym swore by.
Oh,
yeah.
And I tell you, it worked for me.
What's that?
Now, and the thing of it is, if it don't work, you put it in your kitchen and you cook with it. Okay, sesame oil. You buy sesame oil.
Oh, you could have got oiled up pre-show.
You pour a little bit of it in your hand.
Okay.
You take your hand and you rub it warm, and then you do it on your knees.
So you put the sesame oil on your hands.
Yeah. And
Like what, a tablespoon or something, or a capful?
Oh, just pour some on. Oh, honey, you'll know when you got too much and when you ain't got enough. Usually too much is the problem, and not enough is the problem.
Well,
okay, so you got just the right amount on your hands, and then you rub it on your knee?
Yeah, well, now you've got it on both hands because you warmed it.
Right.
Right.
Oh, you warmed it up.
Right, you warm it up.
Okay.
You're doing both knees.
Oh, you're doing both knees.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you got to be fair.
Might as well get the other one.
Yeah.
So does it soak in and become a lubricant?
I don't know. I can tell you the ladies said it worked. I can tell you it worked for me. And what I tell people, that I said, try it. What have you got to lose? It ain't like it's a $500 script. And if it don't work after 3 or 4 months, put it in the kitchen and cook with it.
Oh,
there you go.
okay.
See,
If I'd only had talked to you first.
Oh, wait a minute. You got till March 1st.
Yeah.
That's about 2 weeks.
Right.
Right. So you could try the old sesame seed oil for a couple weeks prior to going in.
I should talk to Dr. Bonnie first.
Yeah, you really should have.
All right.
Dr. Bonnie's home mem.
Yeah.
Now, do we need to add a disclaimer here? For our viewers and listeners, Bonnie is not a real doctor.
No, but
Her
that's
method
where
of the sesame seed oil has not been approved by
Consult
the FDA.
a medical professional.
Yes, before.
Yeah.
But, like I said, it ain't a $500 script.
Right,
And if it don't work, what have you got to lose? A little bit of time.
And a greasy knee.
Yeah.
A greasy knees, and put it in your kitchen and cook with it. You ain't even got to throw it away because it doesn't work.
So let me get this straight. How many of the gals at the gym have recommended the sesame oil?
First of all, dear, sweet things.
Okay.
The gym closed in 2019, October.
Okay, so the gym closed.
I can't remember how many. I just know that there was ladies that said, you got to do this.
All right. So these ladies, have you talked to them since?
We still get together once a month.
A little follow. So you've had follow up with the ladies that have used the sesame oil on their knees so they can avoid knee surgery.
Yeah. Guys, you're talking to an 81-year-old woman.
Right.
I don't remember what girls said this, what ladies.
Well,
Okay. All right.
we won't hold you to
No.
it. Yeah.
Tell you that I preach this to anybody that I hear that says, "Oh, my knee." Try it. What have you got to?
So
Now,
you know,
don't think-
I like that, and if I ever have some knee issues, that's what I'm gonna go to before I end up
There you go.
going to the doctor. Give it a shot.
There you go, Mike. And Mike, you have a gym.
Yeah.
People know. You hear of anybody? Tell them. what is it? What does it hurt? But it's got to be sesame oil. It can't be any of the
Yeah,
other.
don't be using canola oil.
I can't substitute canola or virgin olive oil or
It's extra virgin.
extra virgin olive oil or anything like that. It just isn't the same.
Or EEOV or
Yeah,
whatever.
EOV. That was a Rachel Ray thing.
Right.
So, all right. Do you know of any other remedies like that?
Okay.
This has got me intrigued.
I know.
Nothing off the top of
No,
your head.
that's-
There wasn't any
Nothing
other.
off the top of my head.
Now, you're sure this
No,
was for
just-
knees and not some recipe you were discussing at the gym?
Well, like I said, if it don't work after 3
Right.
or 4 months,
Okay.
Yeah.
what have you got to do? Put it in
Yeah.
the kitchen.
What do I hate to say this, but I don't think I've ever used sesame seed oil for anything. What do you use it for when you cook?
It's just like any other oil in your kitchen.
So I could wipe it
I
on
mean,
the
it's
skillet
right-
to keep things from sticking?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's right on the shelves along with the other oils.
Yeah. All right.
I think you use it a lot in like Asian cooking, like sesame oil.
And like I said, I had never heard of sesame oil growing up on the farm
Yeah.
until these ladies brought it to my attention.
And you used it on your knees, and you have your original knees.
That is absolutely
All right.
correct.
Well,
Dang it.
look at that. Man. We should have talked to
Oh,
Bonnie about this
all right.
before. But you still got 2 weeks. I would give it a
Yeah.
try.
Well,
beforehand.
I'll start rubbing
You know
oil.
what? You should talk to the doctor today when you go in for your stress
Okay.
test. When they're injecting you, say, "Hey, you got any sesame oil on the shelf?"
Yeah. I'll see.
Maybe the
they'll-
kitchen.
Maybe they'll inject me with sesame oil.
Yeah.
Maybe we just put it right in.
There
You know, it's just save
They're
time.
quicker.
I've only got 2 weeks, Doc. Just shoot it right in there. I don't have the absorption time.
Are there any side effects from the sesame oil? You know how will it cause constipation, diarrhea, or
Oh,
I
hey,
bet it
come on. It's the outside of your knees, guys.
okay?
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Never
Well,
been infused with nothing.
well,
What does
good.
it smell like? Is it
I'm
potent?
very fascinated
There's
by
no
this.
odor. There's no odor to
And
it.
it's odor free.
Yeah.
Look at that. Nobody will even know you have sesame, unless you're sitting there and you get a ring on your knee and your
Yeah.
pant if you're wearing like khakis, and you see a nice ring there.
Oh, my knee's leaking. Sorry. Yeah.
All right. Well, this has been fascinating, Bonnie, as always.
How bad does your knee hurt, John?
Like a lot. Like there's no cartilage left. It's bone on bone. Yeah.
Well, then that's probably too late. But,
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
no, yeah.
What about that stuff that I think it's called great stuff? You know, like when you have a crack in your ceiling or, something like that, or a leak, you can put it on there, or Flex Seal. Couldn't we just use that? Inject some Flex Seal in there?
Oh, I will ask today. I will ask about all of these.
Because it's like rubber.
Yeah.
It'll just, your knees will
Right,
bounce.
sure, why not? Yeah.
Flex Seal and sesame oil, you're good to go.
Well, you know what? It would be kind of interesting if any doctors out there have heard about this
Yeah.
and aren't.
You know what would be even more fascinating if a doctor watched this show or listened to this show? Are we getting anybody chiming in?
So
I'm not going to read that. You can read it if you want. Okay. Well, Bonnie, we're going to let you go. We appreciate it as always.
I appreciate being in my world, guys.
all right.
all right, thanks, Bonnie.
Good to talk to you,
I'll
Bonnie.
talk to you next week.
All right. Take care.
All right.
Sesame.
Bye-bye.
oil.
All right, bye-bye.
bye-bye. All right. The great Bonnie Runyon. We always appreciate hearing from Bonnie. Do you want to share?
Well, first of all, Jordan Genso did chime in. We were talking before about his Jor bit.
Yeah.
And wasn't very happy with it. He said, hey, it was 2004. They were giving out mortgages to anyone with a pulse. So, don't feel bad.
Ah,
You
okay.
know,
Good.
so-
All right. That's nice.
All right.
All right.
He said, spoiler, it didn't end well. So, there's that.
Well, that's too bad.
Yeah.
All right.
My wife also chimed in, and she says, I give her a stress test every day. Yeah. And then two little
You're not the
hearts.
only one.
Yeah. I don't need this abuse. So, yeah.
All right, we're going to talk to Rhonda at Torch 180 in just a few minutes. I want to remind you that Murphy's Family Auto supplying the gift certificate from last night's trivia. If you have car problems, see our friends at Murphy's Family Auto. Tell them Mike and John sent you and save 5% off.
Well,
They're
absolutely.
open tomorrow, too, on Saturdays for your convenience.
8 to 1.
So you have a little, maybe your windshield wiper blades are not getting all the ice off your window. You had those streaks. They can check that out for you. They can take care of your heater, your defroster. Whether it's well, that's what it's. Isn't it a defroster?
They do more. Yeah, but
they do it all.
Yeah.
Tell them what they can.
They might
take
actually
care of.
work on the engine too.
The whole shebang.
Yeah, it's everything.
Well, it's all part of the mechanicalness of your car.
Car, truck care, engine, transmission work, electrical services, heating, cooling, brakes, all of it. All of it they do.
Yes, the whole shebang.
Yeah.
Give them a call today.
517-552-3040.
All right. We thank Murphy's Family Auto for being a part of the show as well. Today is National Indian Pudding Day. Have you ever had Indian pudding? Do you know what Indian pudding is?
I don't know. No.
I don't either.
Oh, well,
I knew you'd look into this for us.
Yeah. What is it?
It's National PTA Founders Day. We celebrate the founders of the Parent Teacher Association, the PTA. Are you a member of the PTA? Random acts.
Harper Valley PTA?
No, we're not in Harper Valley.
No, I know. Indian pudding, America's oldest dessert,
See?
made
That's
with
why.
cornmeal and molasses. Well, now I want some.
I don't know if that sounds that
Not
good.
allowed to eat anything.
No, not before your stress
Stupid
test.
stress
That would slow down the blood flow, the molasses.
Put a dipstick in. You're
He's
30%.
as slow
You're
as-
30% molasses. What the hell, dude?
It's Random Act of Kindness Day. Random Acts of Kindness Day. And Champion Crab Race Days. Crab race.
Okay.
All right.
I like crab cakes.
And apparently molasses pudding. Our 2 cent history lesson brought to you by Drew Goebel and our friends at Oakland Insurance. It is the 17th of February. It was on this day in 1817. Baltimore, Maryland became the first U.S. city lit by gas.
Wow.
That's bragging rights right there.
Sure it is.
The gas city. Gas lights. Street lights made of gas.
Right.
You know.
I think that might
1876.
cause a lot of jokes.
The first sardines were canned on this day in 1876 by Julius Wolfe of Eastport, Maine. He was a sardine king. Julius was.
Now, was it a little tin where you rolled it back?
Probably.
You know.
Sardines, not a thing you'll find in my place.
I wonder about sardine oil, because, they're packed in oil. I wonder if you rub that on your knee.
That won't smell bad at all. Wasn't it you're supposed to eat sardines on New Year's too?
Are you?
I thought it was like for good luck or something.
I don't
wouldn't
know.
do that. Nope. It's on this day in 1958. Claire of Assisi was proclaimed the patron saint of television. Never knew there was a patron saint of television.
I didn't know that either.
Is that where you pray you get good ratings? Or pray that somebody watches your show? Claire Assisi of television.
Claire of Assisi.
Look at that.
No.
It's like I pray they won't cancel this show. I pray for not a big cliffhanger at the end. James Taylor, 1971, speaking of television, made his TV debut on the Johnny Carson Show. Other guests included Neil Young and Linda Ronstadt.
Not a bad night.
1971. Yeah. God, Linda Ronstadt was probably like 12. 1996, a platinum American Express card once belonging to Bruce Springsteen was sold at auction for $4,500. The singer had given the expired card to a waiter in an LA restaurant by mistake and let him keep it as a souvenir.
Well, sure.
The guy said, "Hey, I can make a few bucks off this old card with Springsteen's name on it." $4,500.
There is a patron saint of podcasting.
Is there? Who is it?
St. George Prekka. He's the unofficial patron saint of podcasts. But, yeah.
Is he alive?
No, it was...
How do you get that?
Yeah, I'm reading up.
Because there's patron saints for just about anything and everything.
He was nominated by 2 seminarians. They said he worked tirelessly to spread the values and teaching of the gospel until his death in 1962. He wrote a great number of books and published numerous prayer booklets. It is for these reasons that we ask St. George to pray for podcasting, a modern media format that can be used to effectively preach the gospel, which is the way we know that people tune into this show to hear the gospel.
Well, we should maybe have there's probably a medallion of St. George.
Oh, I'm sure there is. Yeah.
And we should have that hanging back here, maybe on Joe Brony or Fonzie.
No, but
for a podcast.
We do have the Mike and John got it going on microphone that was given.
We could
to us
hang it from that
by
OG sponsors.
Yeah, our OG sponsors.
Yes,
Mike and Kim Wynn. I mean, it's not racist made of metal. It's very cool though.
It is very. You want to set it on the counter?
This is. If this popped up, this could be like a little hopper in here. Sorry. Oh, we're doing a show.
See what happens when he doesn't have his coffee and he's
got distracted.
It was on this day in 2002, the new Transportation Security Administration took over supervision of aviation security from the airline
and everything
industry.
has been super smooth.
It really has.
Oh.
If you've gone through airport security, I actually, for the first time when I went to Arizona while you were in Florida, they took my bag and went through it.
Oh, you got an extra search, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, and here's the thing: I had a backpack, right? And I didn't have that much in it, and it was on the way there.
Okay.
So I kept thinking to myself, as I carefully rolled my clothes to make sure that they were neatly packed in this backpack so I didn't have to check luggage.
Right.
This guy's just rifling through it. And I'm like, I wish I was coming back and you were going through my stuff. So then you'd be going through dirty laundry.
Well,
because
what did
everything
he
was
find?
Nothing.
Oh.
I have no idea.
What alert
was my toothpaste thing too big? I don't know.
Right.
They never said, oh, here's your bag now. And it's all...
Thanks.
But everybody was safer.
Oh, God,
because they double-checked my toothpaste. And it was on this day in 2005, a 1965 Fender Stratocaster guitar that belonged to Jimi Hendrix sold for $150,000 at auction. And that's your 2-cent history lesson for today. And it was in one piece.
Well, yeah.
Wasn't one that he burned or
Yeah.
busted like Pete Townsend. Our 2-cent history lesson brought to you by Drew Goebel of Oakland Insurance. If you own a business, it's a labor of love, but frankly, your insurance shouldn't make you work. Let Drew Goebel take care of that for you. As a business owner, you rely on relationships. Drew Goebel of Oakland Insurance believes the best relationships are upfront, honest, and fair. You can depend on Oakland Insurance and Michigan-based Frankenmuth Insurance to personally work with you on all your insurance needs. Give Drew a call today, 248-647-2500. Call Drew Goebel, Oakland Insurance. We appreciate Drew's support as well. You want to call the torch?
Yeah, let's get Rhonda on the line.
All right. We'll get
See if
Rhonda on
she
the
has any
line.
sesame oil.
Maybe it could be the recipe of the month. With sesame oil, make a knee burger.
That's not even
remotely not even a thing?
No.
Let's see. I got to get Rhonda. She's under C for Callahan.
Oh. Not under T for torch? Or
I should have put
180?
T18?
Yeah, T180?
No.
Yeah.
She's under Rhonda. I got to get going into the C's. Whoops, I bypassed. I'm going through
You can use the search bar.
Oh, look at that. I have a search bar.
You just type it. And there it is.
Look at right there. You're a
Even
genius.
without coffee.
Yeah, you're smooth. I'll go get the hopper. You talk to Rhonda.
Right.
Good morning.
Good morning, Rhonda. How are you?
I'm well. How are you guys doing?
Oh, we're doing good. Mike is getting the hopper right now so we can draw out our winner.
I'm back with the hopper.
He's back now.
Hopper by my side.
Yeah. We were talking. I have to go in for a stress test this morning, and because I'm having.
He's stressed.
Yeah, and so because I had to have knee replacement surgery, and so they said, well, just to be sure, we want to do the stress test, make sure I'm okay, and but when we talked to Bonnie. She said, you should have talked to her. I should have talked to her before. She said, just rub sesame oil on my knee. And, she said that works. I just went, do you have any sesame oil?
At Torch 180?
Yeah.
Actually, I think we do.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
I think we do.
You should stop by today and just borrow.
Maybe I will stop by and borrow some of the sesame oil. And if I'm not mistaken, isn't that something that's used like in maybe like Asian cooking?
Yes, and so we had it. We were actually using it a couple months ago when we did kind of an Asian menu. So, yeah. So it's leftover You're welcome to
look
it.
at
All right.
Leftover
Leftover.
sesame
Oh,
oil.
well, I'm coming.
It's aged then, and that may be better. Does it smell?
Honestly, I only got it from the grocery store. I didn't actually cook with it. The students would be able to tell you that.
Okay, because Bonnie said there's no odor to it or anything. We wouldn't want John walking.
Well, I think if it's
because I'd have to sit next to him and go, "What's that smell?"
I'm sure if you cook with it, it's going to make an odor. But I think if you just have it,
if you just have it in,
raw.
yeah. Raw.
Well,
oil.
you know something interesting about sesame oil. Maybe this won't interest you. My students thought it was interesting. It's going to become declared one of the major food allergens, along with like eggs and wheat and fish and all of that. And sesame is going to be added to it. Apparently,
maybe that's how it works.
Quite a few people
could puff up your knee and give it a
and
little
that
cushion.
gives you some insulation.
Yeah. Okay. See, it's a miracle of science. Science.
It'll have pimples all over it and look like a rash.
Yeah.
But so it's I could see because there are certain oils that would be could be allergens. I didn't know it was going to be.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know.
now
maybe.
we know. We know more about sesame oil than we ever knew coming into this.
Yeah. Well, there you go. See, it's an education in itself.
Oh, it always is. So how are things at the Torch?
Things at the Torch are going really, really well. We're getting ready for our gala, as you guys know, because you are going to be a big part of that.
We are.
We had
we are.
photo
Yes.
shoot
No,
yesterday.
You had a photo shoot.
Yeah. Oh, by the way,
We weren't even invited to
because-
the photo shoot. I feel kind of left out now.
well, not yet.
Oh.
So right now we're working. Our students are going to be preparing dishes, and they have sous chefs who are going to be working with them. We have some celebrity sous chefs who are going to be helping them. So we were getting pictures yesterday of the students with their sous chefs. Yeah,
That's easy to say. Sous chef.
That's French, isn't it?
chef.
Sous chef, isn't it?
yeah,
It's French. What does that mean?
it is.
Is it
Sous chef? Well, sous. They make sous.
Don't they do like
It's-
the kind of like the prep stuff, right?
They do. They help with the prep stuff, and in this case, because the students are going to be presenting in front of all the guests that night, they're going to be doing a little presentation of their food. The sous chefs are going to be moral support too.
Right.
Gotcha.
That was, yeah.
So for the event, a little different this year. Let's talk a little about that.
Yeah, we're doing it. We're doing a few different things this year. We're going to. We're actually going to start with a VIP cocktail hour for some of our folks who are able to reach some of our top donations. Because we're going big this year, we're really shooting to make $50,000 off of this one.
All right.
And so we're doing a VIP hour, a cocktail hour, which is going to give our students a little chance to mingle and get their nerves calmed down. For the dinner, our students are going to be preparing side dishes. And so they are each going to have an opportunity to, say, my name is, Blake, and tonight I have prepared for you, whatever he's doing. And so their sous chefs will be there with them, and they'll be part of helping them as they're doing their pre-prep during the week before. So I just think I love it because we're really trying to connect our students with our community and just show everybody, these guys, look at what they're learning. I just feel like I'm so excited because it's such a great opportunity, for them to show what they're learning and just to be able to connect and to put them on the spot, kind of do some public speaking, which is a good practice for them. And so I think it's going to be a great event, all about the students.
Absolutely. People always, take heart in seeing the great work that happens at Torch 180 and seeing the students and their progress and how proud they are of the work that they do. And then it's just going to be a fun night, as a masquerade ball.
Yes.
No, wait a minute.
It's a masquerade ball.
Wasn't it a gala or a gala?
Oh, I'm sorry. That was another thing we wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
It's a masquerade ball gala.
Okay.
Gala.
So you
All
say,
gala.
is it gala or gala?
It's gala,
Yeah.
right?
Gala.
Gala.
Gala. I don't know. We say it both ways.
Right. That's what we
180,
were. We were talking about that the other day.
I guess it could be either way. Just depends. Tomato, tomato.
Yeah.
See, these are the
Nobody
things we
says
bumped down on.
So let's talk. Is it required that you have the mask, or can it be a mask on a stick? What's the
People can do whatever they're comfortable with. If they want a mask on a stick, that's fine. They don't have to have it all the time.
If you got like a Lone Ranger mask or Batman.
Anything.
You just pulled nylon over your head.
Like, yeah. Oh gosh, no. You
All right, that's
freak
out.
some of it out.
Okay, that's out.
Gosh, no, John. Do you have yours picked out already?
Well, so not yet.
Okay.
Brian Blastica is going to be there doing photography, and he had a box of them that he bought one time for a photo shoot he did. So he brought them over to the building, and so we're we're going to actually let the students borrow some of those, and then I'm going to see. I don't know what's in there yet, so I might pick something out of there. We also have somebody who might come over. She's talking about coming and letting people come in and bling up some masks for themselves too on one of our Saturdays at Torch 180. So, yeah. So I might do that too.
All right, sounds like a lot of fun. And of course, people want tickets are on sale. And how can they find out more?
So they can go to the website and then they can click on the page. Actually, I don't know if that one's quite live yet. But it's all over our Facebook, and the page will be live today on the Facebook at torch180.org, where they'll be able to click and get right to purchasing tickets or just making a donation or whatever they'd like to do.
All right.
Sounds
Excellent.
great.
Yep, looking forward to that. Now we have to do our drawing here for the lunch
Yes.
out of our hopper.
Look at this. This is a packed hopper. Here it is.
Okay. All right.
Easy on my knees. I don't want to have to replace them.
Hold on. There we go.
There we go.
Okay. All right. Congratulations to Linda Helton. Linda.
Linda.
Yeah, Linda. You've won a lunch for two from Torch 180. All right. Congratulations.
Awesome.
All right, Rhonda.
Congratulations. Just come in anytime, Linda.
Yeah. All right.
All right, say hi to the gang there at Torch 180 for us, and we'll talk to you next Friday.
All right, you guys. Have
All
a
right,
great
Rhonda.
week.
Thanks,
All right,
you too.
thanks.
All right, Rhonda Callahan from
Bye-bye.
Torch and Torch 180, always doing great work here in the community. And as far as the masquerade ball gala,
Gala.
I like gala
What
better.
did she say? Did she say?
She said gala first,
right.
But they do pronounce it both ways, so we can pronounce it any way we want.
Well, of those two choices,
So
Gala. I'm going to the Gala. No, or maybe not. No. Okay.
all right,
Am I stressing you out?
a little bit. It's a good thing it's Friday.
Yeah. Well,
All right, that's it for today, right?
let's hope so.
You know, we're going to have to wish you good luck. A little hookah-laka-hiki for your stress test today. What time is it?
It's at 10:30.
All right. Well, you don't have that much
And
more
I'm
time to pace.
Yeah,
out.
I'm officially in the window where I can't eat or drink now. So it was
Poor fella.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
I don't know. I can't eat. I can't drink. That's 90% of my activities.
I hope you don't stress out getting to the stress test.
I'm stressing just
See,
getting
this
ready.
is the thing when you think about that. It's like when they take your blood pressure when you go into the
Right.
doctor. Automatically, you get a little uptight. So doesn't that raise your blood pressure as it is?
Right.
So now you're getting ready for the stress test. Wouldn't that raise your stress level?
I can't take
guess.
I can't take a stress test today. I'm too stressed
What
out.
happens if you fail a stress
Well,
test?
they take you to the hospital. That's what happens.
It's like, you failed.
You know,
You're
if they're
in.
in the middle of the test, they go, unhook him. And these gentlemen here with this gurney, you're like, well, I guess I didn't do very well, did I?
Can I get a chair that has a remote?
Did you grade on a curve?
Is there a bell curve for that?
No.
All right.
No.
Well, good luck
find
with
out.
the stress
Thank you so
test.
much.
We'll see you next week.
All right. Have a great weekend.
You've been giggling with Mike and John. Tune in next time and giggle on.